Hello everyone, it's me, Hedge, and this is a thrift haul, which I haven't done in a pretty long time. Let's just jump right in with what I'm wearing. This one is an amazing hoodie. I mean, look at it, I look like I've been dragged out of the North Sea. Yeah, I have a picture of that hoodie during my trip to the sea, which I am going to cover in another video. Another piece of clothing I found was this incredibly, probably 80s thing. It is a not really crop top thing with a really weird color, and I love it. And it has stripes, which is always a plus with me. I think it's adorable. So yeah, I love this. This reminds me of Edwardian fashion actually. Well, they didn't have crop tops in that sense, but the color is rather Edwardian, so I guess it's from the 80s or the 90s. It doesn't have a decent label anymore, so I can't even look it up. Kind of fuels my vintage obsession at the moment, but it's so pretty and I can wear it over other stuff, so that's pretty good. Another thing I can wear over other stuff is this. Well, it looks like this. Also this, she'll probably never see this, but the pinup companion is, or Rachel, is one of my favorite YouTubers, and she inspires me to wear more vintage inspired stuff, and I should just stop talking while I'm standing upright in front of the camera because you'll just see my boobs, and that's kind of weird. I used to love wearing vests like this. They make me feel kind of sophisticated and grown up, but not in a bad way. And the most awesome piece of clothing that I found lately is this. It is actually, wait, have a picture of me wearing this thing. It's a kilt. It's a somewhat peachy, sunsetish pink kilt, and it's not even just a kilt, it's made from 100% wool, and it's from Scotland because somebody obviously didn't like their souvenir anymore, and yeah, that makes me so happy because I brought back a kilt when I went to Scotland when I was 16, and it doesn't fit me anymore, or well, not so well, but this totally makes up for that because I mean it's beautiful, and I got 20% off at the thrift store and only paid I think €4.80 for it, so that's basically a joke, and it's awesome, and it has a sort of weird length, but I think it's okay, and I really like it, and it's warm, and it's 50 Shades of Pink, and I really like it. I have this box in my room where I just put all the thrifted stuff. If you sew, and you sew stuff that's kind of romantic or old-fashioned, or at least historically inspired, like Lolita or Riche or something like that, you probably know that finding lace is one of the best things that can happen. And I found this, and I have no idea how much that is. I guess 4 meters at least. And not only that, because I also found this and this. I love crochet lace. Because it looks better than most plastic lace, and I have no idea what to do with that yet, but it's going to my lace stash. Even more crafting stuff. I found this lightweight fabric, which is cute and vintagey, made of some artificial fiber, which I don't really like it's polyester, something like that, but it's lightweight, and I need some more lightweight shopping bags to fold up into about that size and put into all of my bags, so I never am without an extra shopping bag, because I really need those. And another thing that I really was happy to find was this cotton fabric, which is actually with woven stripes. So it's hard to find, and if you find it, it is rather expensive. So I was so happy to find this, and it's about 3 meters. I'm so happy about that. I can't wait to make something interesting out of this. Of course, I bought a lot of doilies again, because I have a slight doily problem. This one is really interesting because it has basically the brand name of a town in Germany where they made a lot of lace. And it's really interesting, so I definitely got that one. This one is so delicate and so beautiful. I mean, look at it. I also found this. This is supposed to be a window ornament, but it's kind of interesting, so I just took it because it was, I think it was 10 cents or something like that. Oh, this one was interesting too. It's kind of a banner thingy, blah, with embroidery on it. I'm still not sure what to do with that, but I think I want to make this into a fairy court flag or something like that. Probably for my room. I don't think the boyfriend will be too stoked to have that in the living room, I'm not quite sure. I also got this velvet clip bow tie, but I'm going to make a hair ornament from that because I think it's cute, and also I kind of wanna low-key cosplay Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. And I'm a sucker for velvet. I can't really turn down velvet when I see it. Another thing I found that I really liked was an old card game. I'm not quite sure if there's something like that somewhere else. We call it Black Peter. It's usually a black cat, and you're trying to avoid that one. And not only this one, which isn't complete by the way, but I liked it a lot because of the artwork, and I already put one of the cards inside one of my tiny frames, so I can make a necklace out of that. With interchangeable cards. I didn't only find that one, but also, I also found a Black Peter game that I used to have as a kid. It's probably, it was from the 70s in that case, from my mum and her brother. I saw this and was like, okay, I think I know that one. I think I used to have that one, and it has those really kind of creepy illustrations. So I bought it, and I mean, look at the dress of that mouse. Isn't that cute? And I really like those whimsical, weird illustrations. I don't even like playing games like that, except for Cards Against Humanity and Munchkin, and I don't really like those parlor games in general. But yeah, I'm kind of a sucker for the design, so yeah, I totally forgot that. I have one of these as a kid, so I think I'm excused. Things I definitely didn't have as a kid, because I'm German and that's definitely not from Germany, are these American Revolutionary War commemorative towels. Okay, I mainly bought it because it had a ship on it, but this one is for Boston, obviously, and the Tea Party and things like that. And this one is for the first states of America with the most influential guys and the original state coat of arms. I really like these mainly for the material, and I'm not quite sure what to do with them yet. Or at least with that one, but the other one will probably go up in patches because that ship, I want that ship on one of my jackets. Oh yeah, I wanted to buy new brushes, and I found new brushes at the thrift store for $1.50, and they're actually pretty good because they're thin brushes, and I needed thin brushes, and I'm really happy I found them there. and because usually I spend more than 150 on one of those. So yeah, I got 4 of them for 150. Another thing I found were, yes, those are stone chess pieces, and I think I'll make sealed stamps out of them for LARP or something else, because they're really heavy and pretty awesome. I actually found pieces of 3 different sets. Anyway, found this brooch pin thingy with a Venetian mask basically on it. I'll have to reform it a little bit here at the side. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to use that for LARP character, but I'd have to paint it for that. But I think it's really interesting. Very 80s, I guess, or early 90s. We have that 4 pieces for €1 bin with accessories like that at one of our thrift stores, and so yeah, I obviously got that from there. This hair clip, which I really like because it's kind of vintagey, and I like the peachy hue of the roses. I have another one of those, but I have no idea where actually. And this, I have another one like these, but with a different china pattern basically. I most of the time only wear that one earring, so I don't mind when I only find one at the thrift store. Well, I wouldn't wear the other one anyway. While we're at the whole jewelry thing, from the same €4 bin thing came this beautiful, also an earring, this beautiful moon. I love every kind of moon related items, of course. And the good thing is, oh no, it's a bad thing, because it's the wrong side. So it's actually a right earring, while I usually need a left one, but I can just swap that and just turn it around. Also from the €4 bin is this one, which has a tiny pearl and looks like waves. It's also an earring, but I'll probably make it into a pendant because I really like it, and I'd rather wear necklaces. And last but not least from that bin is this beautiful pendant with a pressed flower in it. I was really happy when I found that one because it's so delicate and pretty, and I wouldn't have put it in that box. Anyway, good for me. And they also have the I think one for 150 necklaces, and there I found this one, which I'm going to take apart because it's made of sweetwater pearls and clear crystal and some rose quartz, so I definitely will use those for crafting. Back when I showed you the card game, I showed you that tiny frame that I already had, and I found another one of those. I'm probably making that one into a piece of jewelry too. Either a pin, which would be more likely for me to wear, or a necklace. You're going to see my setup, yay! Because I found a mirror. And it's a Sarah Kay mirror, and that's cute. And that's adorable, and you can see the mess on my desk, but who cares. I wanted a mirror for my room for quite a long time, and I really adore Sarah Kay illustrations because I know they're kitschy, I don't care! They're cute! I also bought new knives because they're pretty. I have to clean them up really, but they are pretty for things like, for one, LARPing, because they're so basic and old-fashioned that they won't look much out of place with at least one of my characters, and also they're great for picnicking, and I just love pocket knives. And I love the worn-out wooden handles. Not the time. The last part would be media, and I started buying DVDs actually, because I usually didn't. I don't really have a lot of DVDs. I have Netflix, that's supposed to be enough. But sometimes I find something in the thrift store, in the DVD section, that I really liked when I watched it, or really wanted to watch anyway. and that I can't get on Netflix. Also, I really like having those DVDs of my favorite movie. And this time I bought Nine. Nine is a beautiful movie. If you haven't seen it, do it. It's a very dystopian, kind of steampunk, kind of stitch punk animation about the end of the world as we know it, and tiny puppets recovering the knowledge about the world. And also I got the Tintin movie, or Tim und Struppi as it's known in German. I was such a big fan of the comics. I'm still such a big fan of the comics because there's something my father used to give me as a gift, and I still don't have all of them. I still want all of them. I love Lenny Claire, and I actually wanted to go to this movie with my dad, but we couldn't make it happen, so when I saw this for I think €1.50 at the thrift store, I had to get it because I'm a little fangirl and I had such a crush on this guy when I was 12. Like, such a big one. And the last media I found was this Moomin book. It's the Comet in the Moomin Valley and Flood in Moomin Valley, I think it is. I love the Moomins. Another thing I know through my father and probably his girlfriend. I think his girlfriend gave me my first few Moomin books when I was a kid. My boyfriend calls them depressed albino hippopotamuses, I think. Which is pretty true, because this isn't... The Moomins aren't children's books! Well, they aren't supposed to be children's books, but I love them anyway. I adore the Moomins. They're very Morricay in my book, and I didn't have that one. In a thrift store of the same chain, I found this, and it's the Mimla and her daughters and Moo. And yeah, I actually found a Moomin mug, and that's so cool. And last but not least, I kept the previous thing I found for last, which is this Art Nouveau-ish picture frame with a naked lady on it. Well, no, she's not like she's not naked. She has something on her, but it's kind of Art Nouveau, and I love that. It's such a pretty piece. I found it for €2. That was so insane. And I don't even use picture frames. I have no idea what to put in there. Probably a picture of my great-grandmother because it fits the theme or something like that. Sorry for the extremely long video this time. I'm trying to film more regularly again, which means monthly thrift hauls, hopefully. So this box won't flow over again, because that was really annoying. Tell me which one you like best. Tell me what you found lately. If you have thrift hauls yourself, please tell me in the comments, because I'd love to watch them. And yeah, if you like my rambling, if you like my thrift hauls, if you want more of that, please subscribe, like, leave me a comment, do all the stuff. And yeah, take care of yourself, take care of others, and have a wonderful time. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye!